Hey YouTube, it's Tom bringing you another video. This time what I'm going to do is just kind of show some stuff that I picked up when I was managing for a game store, the big evil GameStop. Some of these things were stuff that I picked up as a store manager, and other things were stuff that was available to regular people. But for the most part, this is just some of the cooler things that I kind of obtained as a store manager for GameStop. First of all, what I'll show you is this that probably not many people have in their room. The PlayStation 2 Kiosk. Metal Gear Solid in there, and it's actually not even hooked up, but it does work. And the problem with this thing is the screen's faded. If you walk into any game store or anywhere that sells video games and you see one of these, most likely the screen's going to be faded. So but anyways, it's cool that I have that, and maybe somehow I'll be able to figure out how to, I don't know, fix up the screen so it's not so faded. But what I eventually want to do is, once I have my game room complete, is maybe set up a nice fighting game and put that in here. Here's another thing over here that I picked up as a store manager. We've got a Heavenly Sword, cardboard standee. I had a ton of these, but when I moved, when me and my wife got married, I had to really get rid of a lot of them. The one that I'm kind of disappointed that I wasn't able to keep, which I didn't actually have in my possession when we moved, was Gears of War, the first cardboard standee. The reason why I never had that one is because before I became store manager, the previous store manager had set that one up, and there was no way to kind of take it apart without destroying it. So I just figured leave it up, and besides, my district manager would have been he was a prick. He would have been pissed anyways. Next thing I'll show you in honor of Gears of War 2 is this cool thing. It was a counter stand for Gears of War, the first one. Kind of showed you what you got with the collector's edition. Has this tin box on there, and I know at one time I kind of looked on eBay, and these things were going for quite a bit of money. I don't know if they're worth anything now, and I don't really care. The game's great. It's just something cool to have in my collection. A little bent right there, but another way, it's actually in pretty good shape. Here's another thing that Sony sent for the highly anticipated but very disappointing Lair. At least it was disappointing to other people. If you watch my PS3 video game collection, you saw that I thought it was a pretty decent game. Inside here, it came with, I think it came with some lanyards also, but you've got the Lair promotional reel. I don't know if there's anything back behind here. No, there's not. But really cool artwork, and just something cool that I keep, on my shelf here in my game room. Another thing that I just kind of looked through the other day, and I didn't realize everything that came with it. When God of War Chains of Olympus came out, they sent us this, and some promotional stuff in here. First of all, sent us these name tag things with the God of War lanyard on it. This one was never worn, obviously. I just kind of kept it in there. They sent us the God of War Chains of Olympus demo. I've got several of these lying around, but this one's still shrink wrapped. And this was actually pretty hard to get. At one point, I remember they were giving these away. I think if you sign up with PlayStation Underground and put your name on a list, you could get it. Somehow I missed the boat on that. You also got like this. It says collector's item, but what it is like one of those cell phone dongle thingy, whatever's, or you could just put it on your PSP. And you got like promotional crap, little like flyer that gives you some screens and some information on God of War, and then some rave reviews on the game. Alright, let's see what we got next. I'll get to some of my better stuff a little bit later. We got Turok, collector's edition, or not the collector's edition rather, but this was a reserve they were giving away. I think it has a t-shirt in there and a demo, but I'm just going to leave it sealed. I don't feel like opening it. This is something that was sent to store managers. It is an Uncharted like pen holder. It's kind of cool. It's got like a floating ring in there and some kind of floating coin, and this liquid gel stuff on the inside of that. This is, well, I'll skip that. I'll show you that in a minute. These were faceplates for Eternal Sonata, and this was I actually have almost all of them except for one. And the reason why I don't have the one is because I actually gave that one away to a friend of mine who was a good, he was also somebody who did a lot of business with me when I was managing GameStop, so I gave it to him. Hopefully he's enjoying it. If not, I'll take it back. You know, Madden 07 sucked, but I have the faceplate. I figured it would be something just to hold on to, whatever. I got the NCAA faceplate. From what I know, these were just given away they're supposed to be given away at these tournaments that GameStop was supposed to have, but I never had them. I don't care. Screw you, GameStop. Then we have Ace Combat faceplates. I actually have every one of these, including there's one that you only got if you bought the collector's edition of the game, or actually the game that came with the flight stick, and it's in that box there. So got that. Here's something that I really enjoy. I like this a lot because I thought the game was great. I showed you the cardboard standee for it, but it's a letter opener, and it's for Heavenly Sword. So it's the actual like sword that Noriko used. But I thought that's really cool, really sweet. It was one of the reasons why I really like Sony, is they send us a lot of really cool stuff. Here's, you know, a game that everybody was able to purchase, but I still have it sealed. This is something that I'm gonna keep it sealed. I know it doesn't make any sense because I'm probably never gonna sell it, but I don't know. I'm just being anal, like I am. I want to keep it sealed and new and fresh, and eventually I'm gonna buy the game used again so I can finish playing it, because I have played most of the game. To go along with that, we've got this awesome, this is my favorite, one of my favorite things in my collection, faceplate for Bioshock, and this was given out just to managers of GameStop, and for that, 2K games will always have a place in my heart, because I thought that was a really nice thing that they did for us, and they realized that because of us and not because of stupid heads of GameStop, but because of the managers and the employees, that they were able to sell, you know, so many copies. Also the fact that the game was great, but I still have that. I'm never going to put that on my 360 and probably never sell it, but I just think it's a nice collector's piece. Then what I also have is just a few more things. I got a few of these Super Mario Galaxy coins. It was a launch commemorative, or free, well, it says free commemorative launch coin for when Super Mario Galaxy came out. Also have a bunch of different art books, but right now the only ones I can find, well, I can find more, but I've got the God of War, or I'm sorry, Devil May Cry 4 art book. Got several of the Assassin's Creed art books. This was a cool item, and I've got a few of these lying around. Somehow this one got all smashed up, which I'm a little bit pissed about, but what are you going to do? Not everything can stay in perfect condition. But basically this was given away for Castlevania Dawn of Stars, I think it was, for the DS. And you've got, you know, a soundtrack with this. There was a case that was in there. I guess this is the one that I opened and pulled everything out. You got the CD also. When I checked on eBay, I was going for a little bit, and I'm going to see if I can find, there's a couple more things that I have over here. Got the R-Type Command little tiny spaceship that you could put together. That's kind of cool. And here's something that, there's kind of an interesting story with this. Suikoden 5 art book. What this